Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm doing a little bit of a reaction for this right here. I haven't seen anything about it, and you're probably wondering how I know. And I know because of this right here. Shout out to Zona Monsters, do let me know. I just saw this right now, 24 hours later, which is precisely the reason I'm just making this video now. But, I have no idea what to expect. I only know a couple potentials. I know potentially there might be Armando Castro and Weston Anderson and potentially maybe Hall brothers. I don't know. Those are maybes. We're about to find out. All right, ready? Let's get a countdown. This is super exciting. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, we're starting off strong. So this was true. I was told this. Well, I wasn't told this actually. I saw about it. Um, that Armando and Weston were likely going to be there. That is a great start. Cole Stevens is actually going to be running postseason, which is a little bit surprising. Corey Rummel, which I am super excited to have Team Scream coming back again. I definitely did not think they would be returning. I didn't see the other two rows. They loaded in, but I didn't actually look at them. So I'm going to be completely surprised still. Ooh, alright. This is gonna be awesome. We have Weston and Ryan in the same event. Oh boy, we're in for a treat with that. Are you kidding me? Weston and Ryan in the same event? Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Are you kidding me? Weston and Ryan and okay. I'm being spoiled right now. This is what this is. Monster Mode Dalmatian TBA. That's a little bit interesting. I have zero clue at all what that might mean. Caleb Led, alright, pretty solid. Chris, Chris Kohler and Brutus, even more exciting. I don't know if I've ever seen Brutus, but more or less I'm just excited to actually see Chris Kohler. So those first two pages already super strong lineups. Alright, so we know that Team Scream is there. I'm gonna assume Jim Kohler's not running postseason. If I had to guess, I think the last four indies are gonna be all Team Throttle Monster. Let's take a look. Ah, okay. That is crazy. This might, okay guys, I know last year's lineup was really good. I know last October had like a really good lineup. I know this April had like a really good lineup, and I know that I've had a lot of lineups before, but this might be the single most solid lineup that I've ever seen. And there's stuff we still don't even know. I mean, this is this is what you make of it. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it is cool. I think it's the first Hall Brothers Stadium event in over 5 years. I don't know, something like that. I have no idea. So that's cool. I just know he's probably not going to have the greatest performance, but I mean, no show that I've ever gone to has had all across the board great performance. Earlier this year, I had Chelsea Van Cleve. That's probably around the level I'll expect from Kurt Kramer. They're just not really big on freestyle, but let's completely ignore that for a second. Before I even looked at the independents, we already had Weston and Ryan in the same event. Just let that sink in for a second. Think about how insane that is. Easily, I mean, this is debatable. Tom's a great driver, but in my personal opinion, I think they are the two greatest drivers in Monster Jam right now. Tyler Menninga's insane. Tom Mentz is insane. Even Adam's really been picking it up this year, but I have to be entirely honest. They're kind of the two best drivers in Monster Jam, and I have them both headed straight my way. That is incredible. On top of that, I'm gonna see Team Scream again, which is super exciting. Unfortunately, Jim won't be returning, but I'm still seeing Corey and um, Chris, which I mean, they're both insane. Uh, Corey Rummel got the overall in April in Glendale this year with probably one of the best runs I've ever seen in Monster Jam. I made a top 25 runs I've ever recorded thing, and I'm pretty sure he placed second in that with his run from April this year. So I'm super excited for him to return. Chris Kohler in Brutus. So not only is Chris Kohler returning, I'm also going to be seeing Brutus for the first time. Hopefully Chris Kohler can redeem himself a little bit. He had a great freestyle last time he was here, but his skills was a little lackluster, so I hope to see some good sidewalls from him. I mean, we have 2 shots at good sidewalls, so I'm hoping it happens. I don't want to skip over Armando Castro. He came here 2 years ago in what I believe was his first stadium event. It was pretty lackluster, but it was still pretty decent. He definitely wasn't the worst run of the night. Definitely not the worst run I've ever seen. But I'm sorry, I've been talking for so long without taking very many breaths that I just need to get caught back up here. Alright. He had honestly one of the more impressive rookie performances I've seen when he made his stadium debut 2 years ago in Glendale. But in New Orleans just a couple months ago, he absolutely teared it down. And just this past weekend in a bigger field, he also tore it down. Did I say teared? I might have. He also tore it down in Calgary. So Armando Castro is just off the charts recently. That's really exciting. Colt Stevens, he's kind of like I would probably compare him to like Bryce Kenny. Maybe a little bit less than Bryce Kenny. He's a good driver, but he's not really the driver I would expect to like win and that kind of thing. He's a good driver, but not like a huge thing. Caleb Blood, kind of the same story. I would say Caleb Blood's debatably a better driver than Colt Stevens. Uh, she just doesn't, again, she's not like one of the bigger things to focus on. She's been in stadiums for 2 years now, had great years both times. So, yeah, she's gonna have a good show most likely. All there really is to say there. Monster Mode Dalmatian driver TBA, and it's going to be a Fell driver. That's definitely interesting, especially since it's a Fell driver. If it wasn't, I would have probably expected someone Team Throttle Monster, but Team Throttle Monster is nowhere to be seen, which is unheard of. This is going to be the first postseason event since 2020 that's not going to have Team Throttle Monster. And it's only going to be the second event that I think they didn't come here. Because, I mean, they're from Utah, so, I mean, we're, like, literally bordering them. I guess they're not coming, and the people from Florida are coming as instead, which we'll get to in just a second. Which, yeah, I'm not sure why there's no Team Throttle Monster. That's what I would have expected for this. But, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it would have probably just been Mike Christensen and David Olfert. I really want to see David Olfert. Mike Christensen's also improved a ton since the last time I saw him. Neither of them are coming. It is what it is. That means no Team Throttle Monster this year. But I am going to see them at 2, hopefully maybe anywhere between 2 and 5, and, well, anywhere between 1 and 5 indie events later this year. I will still be seeing Team Throttle Monster. It's a little unfortunate they're not here, but I think the indies that we did get at this event were kind of better. No offense to Team Throttle Monster, they're one of my favorite teams out there, but I think driver-wise, I think what we have to work with here is a little bit better. So, I don't know, I have zero idea what Monster Mutt Dalmatian could be. Maybe one of the overseas drivers, one of the, international tour drivers is going to come to the U.S. and drive. Maybe it's going to be a rookie, Logan Ashline, really any of those things. Maybe even, what's her face? Oh, shoot, I'm drawing a blank. I'm picturing her. That, she's a rookie. hang on. I'm gonna remember right now. I'm sorry, I am having some wicked coughs today. I'm picturing her face right now. Yes, Jamie Sullivan. Maybe she'll make her stadium debut. You'll never know. I'm assuming it's gonna be a rookie just because it's a TBA. We'll have to find out. Maybe they just haven't decided yet. That's certainly something interesting. First time I'm seeing Monster Mode Dalmatian in a hot minute. I think it's been 3 years. Well, I did see Galaxy, but it's been 3 years since I saw Monster Mode Dalmatian itself. We already talked about Team Scream. This is especially interesting. As I was just saying, it's the first time the Hall Brothers team is going to be in a stadium event in quite a few years. Surprisingly, it's only Kurt Kramer. He's the only one. There's not going to be multiple drivers. So that's definitely a little bit intriguing. I would have expected these both to be Hall Brothers Racing, but I'm certainly, again, No offense to the Hall brothers team, but I'm certainly glad that it's not both Hall brothers. I mean, they're great at racing. Don't get me wrong, but I'm here for freestyle. That's why I go to Monster Jam, and they don't really cut it in that regards. And there's no donuts in stadium events, which is their other strong suit. So I'm more happy to see Ryan Disharoon than Kurt Kramer, to be honest. It is gonna be cool since it's their first time as a team being back in a stadium, and they're gonna be on the biggest floor in the sport. Uh, it is just a little bit less exciting than say Team Throttle Monster or anything like that. But let's move aside from that, which is I would say the biggest shock for this event. It kind of isn't because I already half knew that they might be here beforehand. What's really interesting is this. They came last year, but the Overboard team is coming back again, and I'm especially surprised by this. So last year they came in October. I have no idea why. They're from Florida. I'm all the way over here. We could have like Obsession Racing or I think it changed to Obsessed Racing now. Or Team Throttle Monster or um there's just so many indie teams here in the West that could have been there, but it's them, and I'm honestly more than happy about it. Jamie Garner's a cool one. I don't think he's going to be the highest performer of the event. He's going to definitely have a solid show. I don't think he's ever had a bad event this year, unless due to bad luck, but he's thrown down many times. He's had some good runs in there. I think he might have picked up a win or two. And he has the brand new scheme, which I might be able to see, or like other years, he's going to have like 3 different schemes in the same year, and I'm going to find an even. I don't know what I was going to say. An even another. No, I'm going to see maybe another scheme. Again, there's not really a way to know. Right now, he's running the kind of Miss Overboard looking one, which is cool. I hope to see it. If I don't, I'm probably going to see a different new scheme. And then honestly, we have both Ryan and Weston. We have Chris Kohler coming back, TVA drivers, all this stuff. But I think the most exciting part of this whole thing is that Zach Garner is going to be here. That is incredible news. Yeah, I really, it's crazy. He's a great driver. Obviously, I don't know why I even said that. He's only done a couple stadium events. He did a couple in 2021, which he actually did win stuff in. I think skills. Um, he did I think one in Orlando. I think Orlando was the only stadium event he did last year, and I don't think he's done one this year. So I think this is going to be his only stadium event of the year, or the only one thus far. The first one of the year is probably what I should say, which is really exciting. That's not really what I care about. I just care that he's going to be here. I've never seen him drive. I've never seen Wildside, obviously, since I haven't seen him drive. Um, Two things that are really exciting. I get to see the truck, and I get to see him. He's been getting better and better every year. I think he won racing last year or came really close when he was in Orlando. One of the two. He was either in the finals or he won. I'm just really excited to see him. He's had some great freestyles in stadiums, although, again, Orlando's kind of the only great one to make note of. Since in 2021 he was still fairly new to the sport. Just really, really exciting. Zach Garner, Weston and Ryan, Armando, Team Scream, which is a big surprise. Just a lot of exciting stuff. I just can't wait. So that was my reaction to the Glendale lineup. While we're in this video, I am going to look at the other lineup, see if anything's updated with those. I'm only attending Glendale and also the Superstar, which I highly doubt anything new is put on too. So I'm really excited. This might be the best lineup I've ever seen. We'll have to see how they can do. April's show this year was amazing. It was unfortunate that Ryan and Tyler both broke instantly, but when you step aside and look back and when you step back and look out, why just butcher that sentence? When you take a step back and look at the event, looking past the big fail from the Gravedigger team, it was a great event. And with an even better lineup now than then, it's really going to be exciting to see what's going on there. Now, that's the end of the video for what you probably clicked on. I am still going to see if there's anything updated with these. Okay, there is. Is it going to be the same lineup? No, okay. So it's the same lineup except they get John Gordon instead of Kurt Kramer. They are extremely lucky. I'm sorry. I really... Kurt Kramer's a really good driver. I mean, everyone on the Hall Brothers team is really good. They're super fast. They make great turns. You know, they come around the corners perfectly. They're a great team. But again, they don't really satisfy my enjoyment for freestyle, so... Houston, I'm assuming is just going to be the same as Arlington. Yes, it is. Honestly, one of the best postseason lineups I've ever seen. And, I know it's not going to say anything here. Because everything for the Superstar is probably going to be announced as, like, a big over-the-top announcement that's ends up having, like, a big build-up, and then it's, like, a 30-second video saying, this one driver is going to be there. Oh, thanks for letting me know. I guarantee you that's how it's going to be released for the Superstar. But, yeah, this is just really exciting. You can also look at the arena. So, the arenas are still going to have Team Throttle Monster, but the stadiums aren't. That's odd. I don't really know why that is. And Bridgeport is too far out. So I guess... Nope. I don't know. Because Nampa still says everything, Bridgeport doesn't. I'm very confused. But, yeah. Super exciting. I can't wait. Track style could really end up being anything. We know from years past, except for last year, because I guess they hate us now. In years past, except for 2022, at almost every single postseason event in Glendale, a new track style was debuted. So maybe we're going to see a brand new track in Glendale. Maybe. I'm not really going to put my hopes on it since they kind of disappointed us last year and put it in Orlando instead. But hopefully we do see a new track. It would be very cool. Great lineup. Whether it's better than the one in... Whether it's better than the one I saw earlier this year or not is really tough to say. Because it's a really good lineup. One I saw earlier this year was also a really good lineup, but this lineup, ooh, is really good. It's a really good lineup. So it's really hard to say, but, yeah, it's just insane. My hopes are super high. I will admit New Orleans was a little rough, but at the same time, that was right after the World Finals, and there was a lot of bad luck. Stuff like that. But this doesn't look like a lineup that's going to have that same thing. Wes and Armando both did absolutely incredible in New Orleans, as did Chris Kohler. Ryan Anderson wasn't there, but has Ryan Anderson ever had a bad event? Yes, actually, Glendale 2023 in April, but we don't worry about that part, because that's what we're not talking about. We're talking about how exciting this lineup is. Colt Stevens, he's cool. I don't think he's gonna be the best, but he's cool. Yeah, he's a good driver. Ryan Disherin, kind of same story. I would say he's a little bit less than Colt Stevens, but they're both good drivers at the end of the day. Jamie Garner, kind of the same thing. I would say he's a little bit less than Ryan Disherin, but a solid driver. Probably not going to win, but a solid driver. Zach Garner, absolutely insane. I'm holding Zach Garner to a level above Armando Castro right now. Maybe about even. They're both insane. I'm just going to keep repeating myself if I leave this video going. Super, 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 super exciting. Super exciting. I can't wait. Yep. I can't wait. Best lineup ever. Maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Unfortunately, this is the one thing I'm going to say. Well, Tom's not there. That's unfortunate. But he'll probably be at the Superstar. And if he's not, I'm punching a hole through my wall. Unfortunately, Todd LeDuc's not here. So, no representation for the hometown driver. That's alright. I'll still see him at the Superstar. I'm going to get him to sign the hat that he gave me last year. I had this little bit of a thing going where in 2021, I made a sign for Monster Energy, and then he gave me his hat. And then I got his hat signed in the pit party in 2022. And then later that same day, he gave me his next hat, and I was kind of having a little bit of a pattern going. I'm probably going to bring that hat to Anaheim, get that signed, probably make another sign, totally not so I can get another hat. No, actually, it's not because I couldn't get another hat. He's just a good driver, and he's also my hometown driver, so I kind of don't have a choice. Um, but I'll probably make another sign, get that other hat signed. Not expect another hat because one was already surprising, two was just unnecessary. I'm not expecting another hat, but I do still got to represent my hometown driver. Do still got to get it signed, and I'm sure it'll be cool for him to know that someone drove 8 hours down to Anaheim and got their hat signed and remembered to bring it and all that fun stuff. So it's really exciting. I can't wait. Um, it's unfortunate he's not there, but he'll be at the Superstar. I'll be at the Superstar. Hopefully Tom and his 20th anniversary Max D will be at the Superstar. Otherwise, if Tom isn't there at that point, I think I'm leaving Monster Trucks. Period. Maybe I'll just abandon Monster Jam because they're the ones making the bad decisions by not having him there. But I think at that point I'm just done with Monster Trucks if Tom isn't at the Superstar. But thanks for watching. Great lineup. That's all I can say. Great lineup.